like a bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here, I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together, it's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So we're down here in the meadow. Right here's where people get married. We're gonna walk through where the barn's gonna sit. The idea is the barn, the face of the barn, the main part of the barn would be what you see when you come in the parking area. And then the side of it's what you'll see from here. So from behind me, it'd be where someone would be getting married. Most of the people will be sitting, waiting. So our plan is, I'm gonna turn 180 degrees. Back there's the parking area. People get out their cars, or we'll have a valet service also. You can also drive around by the barn, drop people off. But they'll walk over here, get prepared for the ceremony. If there's a happy hour or whatever before that, there'll be places on the side of the barn, patios, fire pits, stuff for people to congregate there. And then they can go back here, prepare for the ceremony. Just sit and wait on, I guess, to start. And then in the barn, the bride will be getting ready. The groom will come out the side here. The barn's gonna sit in this area here. He'll come out, walk. There'll be a path that goes back into his area back there. And then the bride will come out the front of the barn. The doors will open. She'll come around and walk basically from here. Ginger just did the walk, but to get the idea about where the barn's going to go, I'm going to scoot back quite a bit and give you a view. And we still don't have it, we got it probably within we're probably within 20 feet of where it's going to sit. There's a couple of factors, most of which are oak trees. So I'll turn this thing around and show you. So as you can tell, there's quite a few oak trees that we're trying to keep. All this other garbage, we're gonna take it out. But basically we're gonna cut into the woods along these 3 big oaks right here, go back about 80 feet, and then start clearing it that way. Leaving the oaks, of course. And then once we got an opening where we can determine, what the best viewpoint would be for the barn, that's when we'll change, or we'll set the actual footprint. One of the challenges we have is, it's kind of hard to see, but the back part of that area is a little bit over eye height for me. So there's about a 6-foot elevation drop over 100 feet here, which is great for septic systems, but not great for foundations. And then I'm gonna walk over here to where I think the front of the barn will be. It'd be in this area here behind me, or behind us, I should say. And this will be one of the corners, the corner that'll be closest to the parking lot. And you can see here the elevation difference here. I'll pan the camera from ground. So here's ground level, and that's about level back there. So 4 feet, 5 feet or so in elevation loss. And there might be a small ramp or a set of steps or something of that nature that to get you to the barn level here. There's going to be enough dirt, I think, to move that we can terrace it kind of smoothly. If I'm going to turn around, here's what you'll see from the barn. There's the parking area, of course. It's kind of hard to tell what's the parking area, but basically it's where there aren't any brush. So it's a pretty good sized parking area. And you've seen the road coming in and out. And then over here's where people will get married. But one of the challenges we have is, I'll scoot over here so you can see it. Up there where the shed is that Josh and I built, you see it back there. Let me see if I can pan this. Just on the other side of that shed is where the electric is and the water. And it's about close to 1,000 feet that we got to run underground, you know, down and around this stuff here and come in here and then up into here where the services, the utilities are going to come in the barn. So that's a little bit of a challenge. But I think if we trench it all, we'll be fine. Hopefully this year is the last year you see all this brush, because we got a whole lot more to add to it. And we're ill-equipped to burn it right now. But once all this mess comes out of here, that pile will grow a couple, 2 or 3 more times. And then at that time, it's probably all going to be either burn or shred, one of the two. I kind of like to get a chipper shredder and get the mulch out of it. I think that'd be nice to use on our paths that we're going to have back in the woods. Seems kind of silly to burn this up and then buy stuff to do your paths with. So if we can get a chipper at the right price, we might just turn all this into wood chips and use it that way. But that's the gist of it on this video. This video was simply to give you guys a ballpark idea about where it's going to sit, what you see from where you see it.
We're coming up to the entrance and exit of the venue. And you can see our pitiful little flowers and trees that we planted. Yeah, they didn't die. This will be the exit. And apparently this is the place where people litter, because I need to pick some of that stuff up. So that will be the exit. Oh, I can tell that you've taken the box blade to it.
Yeah, leveled it out.
Yeah, leveled it out. See how open that is? It used to look like that over there, pretty much. I don't know how muddy it's going to be, but we can kind of walk you through how cars will come in. All right, they will drive up this way. We'll have a sign somewhere in there that says Springhouse Farm. Welcome to Springhouse Farm. And they will pull in this way. So they will come in this way. See how much, oh my gosh, it's just cleared out so much. Like I said, it used to look like that before we cleared everything out. I need to also pay attention to the ground because there are holes that animals and tree stumps have made. So they're going to come through those 2 trees that we just walked through. These stumps obviously will be gone because we don't want to play Frogger. So those will all be gone. You have to have a pretty, I don't want to say steady hand with this, but it's top heavy. So I'm having to kind of switch back and forth. It's a little muddy here. So as we get a little closer in here, the 2 will become 1, meaning the entrance and the exit will flow into one driveway. Because obviously there's not going to be a lot of people coming in and coming out at the same time. So usually they all come in and then they leave together. So this is where the 2 meet up, the entrance and the exit. Is it pretty muddy down there, or can we go off to the side? And that will take you to the open part of the venue.